In the heart of a dense and ancient forest, where shadows danced between towering trees and sunlight filtered through the thick canopy, there dwelled a creature of legend and mystery, a serpent with 3 heads of shimmering black scales. This serpent, known only as Trisera, was a guardian of the forest, revered and feared by all who knew of its existence. Trisera had been in the forest since time immemorial, its origins lost in the whispers of the wind and the rustling of leaves. Each of its heads had its own distinct personality. The first head, named Solas, was wise and contemplative, often seen gazing into the depths of the forest with ancient knowing eyes. The second head, named Vexa, was fierce and protective, its sharp eyes ever watchful for intruders or dangers lurking in the shadows. The third head, named Zephyr, was gentle and curious, delighting in the beauty of the forest and the songs of the birds that echoed through the trees. Legend spoke of Trisera's role in maintaining the delicate balance of the forest. It would slither silently through the undergrowth, its black scales blending seamlessly with the shadows, ensuring that harmony prevailed among the creatures and plants that called the forest home. One day, a young boy named Kale wandered into the depths of the forest, his curiosity driving him further from the safety of his village than he had ever ventured before. Lost in wonder at the towering trees and the myriad shades of green that surrounded him, Kale stumbled upon a clearing where Trisera lay coiled, its 3 heads raised to the sky. Fear gripped Kale's heart as he beheld the enormous serpent with its 3 heads of gleaming black. He had heard stories of Trisera. Some spoke of its benevolence, while others warned of its wrath. Unsure of what to do, Kyle stood frozen in place, unable to tear his gaze away from the mesmerizing sight before him. Solas, the wise head of Trisera, was the first to notice the boy. With a slow and deliberate movement, Solas turned its gaze towards Kyle, studying him with ancient wisdom. Vexa, sensing a potential threat, hissed softly, its eyes narrowing as it assessed the young intruder. But it was Zephyr who broke the tense silence, its voice soft and melodious as it spoke to Kale. "Fear not, child of the villages," Zephyr's voice carried like a gentle breeze through the leaves. "We mean you no harm." Kale hesitated, his heart still racing with fear and wonder. You're Trisera, aren't you? The serpent with 3 heads?" "We are," replied Solas, its voice deep and resonant. "What brings you to our domain, young one?" Emboldened by the serenity in Zephyr's voice, Kale took a tentative step forward. I wanted to see if the stories about you were true. They say you protect the forest and all who live here." Vexa's eyes flashed, but Zephyr laid its head gently upon the ground, regarding Kale with a calmness that belied its fearsome appearance. "Indeed, child," Zephyr said, "it is our duty to ensure the harmony of this place. But tell us, why have you ventured so far from your home?" Kale swallowed nervously, suddenly aware of how small and insignificant he felt in the presence of the ancient serpent. I wanted to see the world beyond my village. I wanted to understand the forest, to learn its secrets." Solas nodded slowly. "Curiosity is a powerful thing, young Kale. But remember, with curiosity comes responsibility. The forest is not just a place of wonder. It is a delicate balance that must be preserved." Kale nodded, his fear gradually ebbing away as he listened to the wisdom of Trisera's heads. "I understand. I will be careful, and I will respect the forest and its inhabitants." Zephyr's eyes gleamed with approval, and Vexa relaxed slightly, sensing no immediate threat from the young boy. "Very well, Kyle," Zephyr said gently. "You may explore the forest, but do so with respect and reverence. Learn its ways, and perhaps one day you will understand its mysteries as we do." With those words, Kale bowed respectfully to Trisera, its 3 heads inclining in acknowledgement. As he turned to leave the clearing and make his way back to the village, he couldn't shake the feeling that he had witnessed something truly extraordinary, a glimpse into the ancient heart of the forest, guarded by a serpent with 3 heads of black scales, each head carrying its own wisdom and purpose.